Well, hello everyone, welcome back to the AlexCloud2275 stream, and I hope you're all doing well this fine day. I'm doing good. Just ready and raring to bring you another rousing, spooky special of Alan Wake 2. For my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. At this point, I ask that you do any likes, follows, comments, or subscribes that you might wish or want to do on this episode or any future episodes to help my channel along and spread my content for those who enjoy it or who might not enjoy it. And check out my Twitch again. Again, being the standard, AlexCloud2275, where I am live streaming a variety of games and I put them in a schedule. So currently my YouTube schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays, being Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, One Piece World Seeker, and I need to turn that down. Jesus. Oh, I thought that was on mute already, but guess it wasn't. And Colette Obscure Expedition 33, with the live streams that I'm playing now as well. Those being Dynasty Warriors Origins, where I'm following through with the Woo campaign, Red Dead Redemption 2, and various other games. One Piece Odyssey is on there as well, but I haven't touched that in a while, but we'll be touching it again. Dead Rising. Lots of fun. Happy games, where I am ready to dazzle and entertain anyone who drops in on the stream. Or do neither, because I'm not very dazzling. And arguably, I'm entertaining. Arguably not. But for now, once I've got everything ready, which I think I have. Yep. All's good in the hood. Let's go with... We're not all good just yet. Missing a wire being plugged in that should be plugged in, that isn't plugged in. And then once that's done, we're all good in the hood. Now we're all good in the hood. This is episode 28. It's an ocean.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
Okay. Profile the old man. And what's new on the radio? We have Lost at Sea. Okay. Nothing new on the television. Area around the overlap is always flooded. Does the overlap cause the flooding? Tor.
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. I have a power. My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot? You said you were my grandfather. If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it. But that fucking father of yours didn't make things any easier. I know Freya is gone. So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin are part of my family. You said you were a shitty father to my mom. Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me. At least towards the end. Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. I won't lose mine. With Logan. With David. I won't stop until they're safe. I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp? Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom. Meaning Wake. He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
Anderson Brothers. Case closed.
Wake wrote Logan into the story. He had no right to use her like this. There is still time to make him fix it. I won't give him a choice.
Tor is here somewhere. I need to find him and get him out. I rescued Tor Anderson, my grandfather, from the Dark Presence. Wake fucking wrote Logan into the story. She's in danger because of him, within Scratch's reach. I need Wake to write an ending that will save her. Fact versus fiction. Tor and my father had problems. Freya took me away and affected that.
Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
Tor was the reason my father left. It sure sounded like it. All the Andersons had powers. Mum never told me about them. She thought that they were dangerous and wanted me to have a normal life. They can't communicate with me in here because they have something similar? Because we're family?
Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
Mum thought Tor's power was dangerous. Didn't want me around it. Okay.
The way Tor behaved? I'm surprised my mom hung around for as long as she did. But he is genuinely sorry.
Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe.
My mum called the
I'm not
man
surprised
palace
she
to
didn't
make
tell you
believe.
about the Anderson power.
She didn't want me knowing about the Anderson power. Thor is not good, Dad. Reckless. Pushing my father away was the last straw for Mom. Right, no. We still want. Go back. We still want this. Tor and Odin understand the true nature of my mind palace. They know about the mind place. More about the mind place than I do. They know me. The mind place isn't some mental entity. It lets me inside people's head and see the truth.
Tor and Odin can actually speak with me in my mind place, thanks to their own powers.
I'm a seer and can see in people's heads. Tor and Odin are aware of my mind place because they have powers too.
My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot?
He makes me sound like I'm some kind of mind reader. Family is not bound by Wake's story. The Andersons can see through the horror story.
Tor and Odin are my relatives. The evidence fits with what I know is true. It's a lot to process.
Tor and Odin are related to me. Evidence adds up. Wow. This would explain why my memories haven't changed like everyone else's.
I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
The clicker adds like an amplifier. It can magnify the reality, changing the effect of art.
Right.
So Wake writes a story, the dark place makes it change reality, and the clicker amplifies that change, making it permanent. Makes sense.
The light switch is like an amp.
Because Wake wrote the story, only Wake can edit it. Now just stop the story.
Makes sense. Wake needs to be the one to rewrite the ending. And I'll need to keep an eye on him.
Only Wake can edit the story. Not much time left. Need the clicker to make the fix permanent.
It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it.
Because Wake wrote the story, only Wake can edit it. And the Anderson family is immune to the effects of the story because of a hereditary power.
Yes. The story doesn't affect me like it does other people. Because of who I am. Because of my family.
The story can't change my memories, but I'm still affected by its events. Good, so long as my head is safe from the story, I can focus on fixing this.
Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
Thanks for telling me this, Tor. I need to go find Wake. To stop this.
The old gods of Asgard will be ready to help. Me and my bro will bring the rock when you need it. Remember, your daughter is alive. Just kept from you by this bullshit horror story.
I needed to hear that. Thanks, Grandpa.
Don't worry about me, kiddo. I'll drag my sorry ass over to Odin. Finest will fix us both up. See?
The FBC is holding Wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have Wake and I have the clicker. We have to work together to stop this.
Brightfall
Casey.
Station.
You read me, Casey. Damn it. Where are you, Casey? He better be okay. Focus, Saga. Get to the station. To Wake.
Okay. And you got the shoebox.
Where do you think Rose got to?
Oh, who knows with that girl? I always see her running off in the middle of the night.
Good for her. Live life while you can.
Huh. A lady should be in bed with her Christie novels at that hour.
Oh, boo. Don't be so old-fashioned.
Alright, there's nothing new here. That'll do for now. Quick save with that all sorted out. Check in on Odin. Nothing news with Odin.
When examining your car's engine for problems, start with the big three. Bad fuel mixture, no spark, or low compression. Issues with the air-fuel mixture are most commonly caused by a clogged intake valve, a problem in the fuel injection system, or impurities in the fuel itself. Lack of spark is caused by faulty spark plugs, wires, or ignition timing. Low compression is usually caused by worn piston rings, leaks in the intake or exhaust valves, or a hole in the cylinder head.
Okay. Where'd Artie go? Where'd Rose go? That's the other thing. Alright. There's nothing up left here for me. I didn't check his room, didn't check in on the radio presenter. Okay. Yeah, let's go about it that way then. Cynthia's lamp.
When Cynthia Weaver was downstairs at breakfast, Rose snuck into her room. With all the lamps in the room, it took her a while to find the one with an angel. Luckily, the dream Alan had sent her had been very clear. Rose was certain that Cynthia would not miss one lamp. She had so many. Tonight, Rose would put the lamp in a shoebox and let it sink into the garden pond. That's what Alan wanted. That's how she could help him. The thought made her whole body buzz with joy. Cynthia knew the lamp was missing the very moment she came back to her room. She was overcome by grief. It had been Tom's lamp, one of the few things that reminded her of him. It had not worked in a long time with the cord severed and the light switch gone. But there are other kinds of lights than the ones we can see. The invisible light of the angel lamp had held Cynthia together all these years. With tears welling in her eyes, she didn't see the shadows shifting in the corners of her room.
Okay, now that's the thing. Is it Rose speaking to Alan or Rose speaking to Scratch? Hiking and climbing is prohibited in this area. Well, that's what bolt cutters are for. Bunker Woods.
Another locked box.
Okay. Herring. Bunker Woods stash key. Deserve that.
What's in the night? Stranger.
Good job, Saga. Now keep moving.
Okay. You can't hide from the trees. We are everywhere. Alright, now I saw some knitted dream catchers. Which means there's a lunchbox somewhere.
And another lunchbox.
Don't pretend to be anyone or anything besides who you are. Okay. Alright. Let's make our way down and across.
Up next, we had a guest lined up. I have it written down here somewhere. What's this say? Jim Figamore. Figamore? Figamore. I know that name from somewhere, but... Oh, the line's lighting up, so that could be him. Hello, you're on with Pat Maine.
Hey, it's Terry. I'm at the Elderwood Palace Lodge, and there's been a shootout. FBI everywhere. I think somebody's dead. I was working the front desk when bullets just started flying. I had to hide under my desk.
Oh, gosh, Terry. Clearly a bit of embellishment on your part. But it sounds like maybe Russ Hammond's been hunting quail in the off-season again.
Quail? You're not listening. They shut up the whole damn hotel. And that's not all. I swear to sweet Jesus Murphy, I saw Alan Wake walk in before it all happened.
Alan Wake. Now, is that one of Mandy May's kids?
Alan fucking Wake, Pat, the writer. You've talked about him on the show. He disappeared years ago.
Disappeared, you say? Okay, this is all coming together now. See, people were calling in about Wendy Davis going missing, but it sounds like they have her confused with this Alan Walker fellow you're talking about. Terry, you were there last Sunday at the market selling those cuckoo clocks when I came to visit, remember?
Pat, no.
And who was selling beef jerky in that stall next to yours? Wendy Davis. Davis Family Beef Jerky. Now, how can she be selling me beef jerky on Sunday and be missing since 2010? It's ridiculous.
Wendy's fucking dead. I'm talking about Alan Wake. Jesus, Pat. This is serious. I'm trying to put the warning out. There's something wild going on. I gotta go in case they come back.
Okay, that was Jim Figamore, everybody, and he'll be running for mayor this, wait, no, that was, anyway, that's our show for today.
Damn, that dementia will fuck you up. Rose at bingo night.
Every night was bingo night at the Valhalla nursing home. Each time Rose drew a ball from the cage and called out its number, some of the residents shouted bingo, no matter what was on their cards. Some of them sat mute, their cards full, never calling out. Some of them would try to steal the ball from her. Some of them would chastise the others for acting out. It was like herding a clouder of cats. Rose didn't mind. She liked cats. She knew she was where she was supposed to be, with her little Vikings, waiting for the hero to come. Tonight, the residents were restless, more so than usual. Ati was wearing Blum's coveralls again. Tor stood by the phone. Too late. Rose saw the hammer in his hand. The garden lights started to flicker, the darkness and rain pressing against the windows. The time drew nigh.
Let's check. There's no way into that bunker there, is there? And Christ, was all of this flooded before? No, this part was inaccessible. This part wasn't flooded.
Pressing against the windows.
I'm not bothering them, and they're not bothering me. They are bothering me.
Or so. Too late! Too many! Fucking monsters.
What have we got here? Rocket flare. Single shot flare. Oh, right. Okay. Interesting. We've got a house over there. More bow? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.
The 81st annual Deer Fest was just around the corner. Everyone in Bright Falls was bustling. There were banners to be hung, pies baked, deer masks sold. Bright Falls had made the top 100 American small town lists for its modest, rustic charm. The town expected a lot of tourists this year, but a shadow hung over the Deer Fest preparations. The forecast promised rain. Fearful whispers promised more murders. The police were on high alert. Sheriff Breaker had deputies patrolling the streets at night. Bright Falls was no stranger to odd happenings, but to cancel Deerfest? Out of the question. The townsfolk were anxious, their anticipation mixed with fear. People had restless dreams. The lights seemed dimmer. Floodwater pressed in on the town, and the shadows poured in with it.
Let's go!
Ritual murder! Cauldron Lake General Store! forecast promised rain.
There's another cult stash. Another one of those cult boxes.
When the government seized the land around Cauldron Lake and set up their laboratory there, Ilmo Koskela knew they knew something. Together with his brother, they felt obliged to take a look inside. The Federal Bureau of Control Security was a joke. The Koskelas walked in delivering coffee. Back in Watery, they pored over the stack of files they grabbed. The FBC was researching something in the lake, something they called the Shadow. Everyone who went into the lake came back a monster. Hartman had gone into the lake. He'd come back bad. The FBC had captured him, interrogated him. Based on his ravings, Barbara Jagger had gone into the lake as far back as the 60s. She'd come back bad. The writer, Alan Wake, had gone into the lake. He'd faced Jagger, pushed some mystic light switch into a hole in her chest, flicked the switch and gotten rid of her. If Wake ever came back, he was bound to be bad as well.
Another cult stash?
I don't know. What that's trying to imply. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Can't be opened on this side. Oh, another rhyme.
Okay. Ranger Station, Bunker Woods, Boatyard. Clues available. Okay. Oof. Been sat in that position a little too long, I guess. Let's go to the case board and update everything. Where are we? Cult of the Tree. Bright Falls Station.
Get the clicker to wake and make him fix his attempt to play God. That's the plan. But the FBC have him.
I've got the clicker. Gotta get the clicker into Wake's hands and make him fix this ASAP, but he's still in FBC custody. Okay. Cult of the Tree. No, instruction cultists to take the writer out. The cult knows where Wake is, and they clearly aren't fans of his. Story. All of those for later. Cult stashes. Stash found near Bright Falls. Note inside makes it sound like Wake is their next target. Stash found in Bright Falls near the forest. Note inside is pretty menacing. Alex Casey's lunchbox. The bunker area of Bright Falls. Looks like another piece of fan fiction. Someone's having vivid fantasies. Nursery rhymes. FBC file listing the test sites in Bright Falls. Location are Rangers Bunkers, Bunker Woods, and the Boatyard. Okay.
Hello, dear.
A child needs their mother to keep them safe and a home as their hiding place. Because the monsters roam and chase, when they ring the doorbell, don't yell. Don't tell them to go away. Give them treats and pray. They won't rock your house down to the ground.
Doesn't make sense.
It's only 2.
Okay.
Okay.
A charm for my bracelet.
That's the immortality charm. Manning your stations. It's come to my attention that both of you left your posts on several occasions while on duty gallivanting around town on your personal business. This is unacceptable. You are under strict FBC protocols regarding covertness and confidentiality. As your supervisors, I'm responsible for your conduct at all times. If you find the work boring, too bad. You are here to fulfill your roles and duties as I see fit and as the project requires. I'm changing your posts. I will oversee the water area, as it is now has the most test sites to cover. The ranger cabin will be my base of operations. In Vega, you're moving to Cauldron Lake's Witchfinder Station. Michaels, you're staying in Brightfall Station. I don't want to hear any excuses, but I do need you to acknowledge these orders. Dr. Eugene Campbell, the lead researcher, Department of Parafiction Research. Vega, Dr. Campbell acknowledged and understood that goes for both of us, Michael and me. It was not really gallivanting, as you put it, though. I was attacked by some rabid animal out there in the woods, and Michael helped me get medical attention in town. You should know that if you read your messages, of course, in case orders receives. From Vega, the assistant researcher. Okay. Yep, it's you.
Shadow. In the well.
Right, I want to check that stash box again.
Coffee world.
Was just around the corner.
Mistake.
Like a brittle egg.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Another one of those rhymes.
Okay. Nice. It's silly, isn't it? I had a feeling it would be this one that I've got before. Alright. Let's drop off our live and break keychain. And get in a position to get that other one.
Back with the Pat Main Radio Hour. Up next, it's time to make some predictions on what parade floats we'll be seeing at Deerfest. This year's parade theme is deer, just like every year, so we're not exactly reinventing the wheel here. But first, I need to address something. I know the last couple of shows took a strange turn, with people coming on talking nonsense about certain people passing away. Listen, I know everybody who steps foot in and out of this town. So I'd sure as heck know if Wendy Davis died or went missing. You know, they say I'm confused. I hear them in the hall murmuring about me. Well, Pat's got a rusty ticker, but my head's as clear as those skies are going to be on the opening day of Deerfest. Somebody's trying to twist this story around, and I don't know quite why. But I'm here to tell you that everything's going to be okay. Wendy Davis is alive and well, and you can rest easy knowing that Wendy Davis's family beef jerky will be available this Sunday just like it always is. Now, with all that settled, let's talk about the what was it we were talking about? Deer, yes, something deer. Hold on, let me think real quick. Right. So first, I just want to mention that I know the last couple of shows took a strange turn, with people coming on talking nonsense about certain people passing away. Wait, did we talk about this already? I think we... No, I definitely said this already. But it was a great topic lined up with... I'm so sorry. It's just not coming to me. Perhaps we need to end it here for now. We'll pick this up later. Deer. It had something to do with deer. I know. I wrote it down. Why can't I just What was it? Maybe Norman took my notes. Oh, gotta see Norman. Gotta see Norman.
Okay. He's not having the best time of it. Fucking hell, really?
Broken Kindle.
That's not where I wanted to go, though. I wanted to head north, just so I could put some things away. There we go. That's where I wanted to go. A little shack there. Alright. And we'll get a quick save here. Then I'm going to take a break, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Do any likes, follows, comments, or subscribes that you might wish I want to do. Now we're in the future. Then we're going to go take out that nursery room. I still don't get why it's a picture. Like, am I supposed to find a missing piece? And then we're going to head through Billy's yard. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.